Yasu Malagedo. Welcome to the Malaka podcast. Computer Love, Part 27.
There are more fish in a small pond. Researchers have discovered that dating markets with relatively fewer partners, like lesbians or middle-aged heterosexuals, are more likely to find a date online. But things can get a lot more niche than divorcees and gay people. For instance, clowns get their giggles on clowndating.com. Self-professed ugly people can find love on uglyschmucks.com. Are you passionate about hot sauce?
I put passion on everything.
Do you have a gluten allergy? A mullet? A diaper fetish? Well, there's a dating site for all of you. Are you looking for an Ahab to harpoon your white whale?
My mistress may be the sea, but the thing is, that's just an expression. There ain't really no sex involved.
SeaCaptainDate.com is an actual thing.
Sea Captain Date is different. They only have grade A top quality sea captains on there.
Okay, it might be a hoax.
What? You're married?
Technically, to the sea.
No, that's it. I'm calling shenanigans.
There's a place to go to find the lady of your dreams and sail into the sunset where no one hears her screams.
Wait. Stop. Why the fuck would anybody date anyone that has a gluten allergy? First of all, what is a gluten allergy? I didn't find out what gluten was until like 5 years ago. Okay, apparently it's when you're allergic to bread, and apparently it is an actual thing. I did work a gig recently where there was a group of people, and I don't know if they were all on a date or it was some kind of weird meeting of the minds. Who knows? And one of them did have a gluten allergy, and they actually had to bring in the stretcher to like inside the bar, and people are like, what the fuck? And it's like, whatever, just keep drinking. And he accidentally ate some gluten, and I don't know, it's stupid. But the point is, ladies and gentlemen, there is dating apps for fucking everything. I could have sworn I heard something about clowns, but that's like bread is awesome, so I would never date anyone who doesn't eat bread. This is just fucking insane. But the point is, I'm episode 27. Holy shit, I never thought I would get to this, but hey, why not? I want to make my 3 listeners happy, and let's just carry on, and hopefully we can find some people that are sort of normal, but not really, but who gives a shit? Listen, a lot of people go online here, they put up pictures of themselves. Again, I talked about this years ago, the classic fish pic, which I don't know. I mean, is that like is that a thing too? I mean, people get turned on by fish, or they they want to show that they're people of nature, or I mean, at least they're eating meat, right? I mean, none of this gluten shit. But the point is, whatever, just put a clear picture yourself. I don't care. The problem that I have still is I'm talking to this one woman, and when I mean talking to her, I mean looking at her pictures and running scared. I look at these pictures, and she just has pictures of nature, and again, I don't know if she's just putting this up just to be funny, or like she's actually, like obsessed with, the wilderness, or I mean, there's like pictures of like just deers, and then there's pictures of geese, in the water, or gooses, or whatever they call them. And she puts up a picture of someone making a heart like in the sky with jets and whatever, and this is just fucking stupid. I don't see the point of this. I really don't. Like, I get, if you want to put like one weird picture up there or something funny, cool, but if you put one picture of yourself and then like 5, 6 other pictures of fucking Bambi. I don't see what this is going to accomplish. So, a long story short, ladies and gentlemen, just please put up a simple picture of yourself and let's be done with it. Okay, even if you took these pictures yourself, which is cool, I guess, but I don't know, some of these are out of focus. I mean, get a professional camera, learn what a shutter button is, because Lord knows I don't know. But yeah, just put pictures of yourself. That's all. I mean, maybe some people are into bestiality, but still, not me. Despite what you've heard of Greeks, I'm just saying, it's just put a simple picture of yourself, please. Thank you. Now, speaking of which, I talked to this one woman here, like I said before, and somebody tells me I'm going to say it multiple times, even in this podcast again and again and again. Put up a plain picture of yourself. It has to be recent. I mentioned before, I talked to a woman one time. She showed me literally only 2 pictures. One of them was from 19 years prior. Just something listen, I'll give you the perfect outline, okay? Everybody should follow this, plain and simple. You put out 5 pictures of yourself, 5. They should all be pretty recent, within, I'm going to say, let's say worst case scenario, a month. If you can make it a week or 2, fine. But a month is fine. People don't change that much in a month, okay? Let's be honest. The winter comes, we pack on a couple pounds, it keeps us warm, whatever. I understand that. But at the same time, it's got to be recent, like from this decade even. I think that's more than reasonable. But again, I'm talking to this woman and, not only is she, again, I've talked about this before. When you talk to someone online, and I get it, people get lonely out there. We all get lonely, whatever. I don't. I'm an only child. I just, in the end, I just want to be left alone. It's like Red Fox said, I'm so good alone, leave me alone and watch. That's it. But at the same time, we would like some company. We would like some attention. But it's one of these people that, will tell you, again, every one of her single moves and whatever, and it's like she's just leaving clues in case you forget what she, is like and what she's doing and what she likes to eat. And, she's a fork or spoon person. It really, I don't care. I've never met you before. I'll be honest with you. I always, forget people's names. I'm bad at that. But at the same time, she, has some pictures on there. And again, let me say this again. When I ask for pictures after, let's say you talk to someone in text, it doesn't mean send me the same pictures that's on your profile. I mean something different, okay? People pull that shit all the time, okay? I know you're probably thinking that, people out there going, oh, well, what's wrong with the pictures I got up? I don't know what year they're from. I don't know how long you've been online. I don't know. That's why I say send me a recent picture once we start texting, okay? And then, she tried to do that, send the same old pics. I go, you sent me these already, I thought you'd like them. No, I liked them the first time, but the whole thing there. And then she finally sends me, some random pictures, of her really giving a big frown, just like a real sad clown look. Maybe she was on that clown app we mentioned before, sticking her tongue out at me and... she'll pull things like I'm going to bed, but then 2 hours later, I'm how you doing? And she's just all over the place. It seems very unstable. And, and then one point when she's saying she has these problems and whatever, I'm like, this is, again, it's too much too soon. You know what I mean? So again, to wrap this beautiful story up, if you're going to talk to someone online, don't give them so much ahead of time. Okay? Give them, little pieces by pieces. It's better. I've always said it's better to admit that you're crazy in person than it is through text. Okay, that even sound like it's almost like you're testing the waters. And I get it, we all are online, but at the same time, it gets a little, little disturbing, a little needy, and then I try to explain stuff to her, and I don't know, she. would never understand it, and it just I just couldn't do it anymore. So I said, I can't do this, whatever. And she's like, oh, thanks for wasting my time. I'm like, listen, I don't know how much of my time you wasted. If you want to add this shit up, it's not even close. But the point is, again, you do the online thing, get ready to get your time wasted. Absolutely. I would say for every 10 minutes online that you spend, talking to someone on a date or through texting or whatever, like at least 9 minutes of it is probably going to be a waste. Okay, so Rodney Dangerfield always had a good joke. He always said that the 8 hours of bullshit ain't worth the 8 seconds, and it took me a while to figure out what that meant. And basically, back in the day, you talk to someone on the phone, you try to get to know them. Maybe you don't have sex with them the first date. What are you gonna do? That's life. Second date, maybe. Third date, you should. You should know if you want to fuck somebody by the third date. Women know within the first, 5-10 minutes if they want to fuck the guy. I get the first date. I get it. You don't want to seem like a whore. I understand that. But at the same time, you add up all the hours at the time. This is before social media and all that, right? So keep that in mind, too. Now those 8 hours could end up, like literally 8 minutes. But the point is, get ready to get your time wasted. You're going to go through a lot of rotten apples before you get that juicy red one. And by that, I mean, good-looking redhead. But the point is, it takes time. Okay? So I like to feel that I didn't waste my time. Don't say I wasted your time. Come on, don't do that. It's online dating. Get ready to have your time wasted. Speaking of getting your time wasted, let's talk about scams again, or possible scams. Now, again, I'm not sure if this woman was a scam. All I'm saying is, judging by the picture and the way she's posing, leaning on a tree, which clearly I've never seen this area of Toronto, and the age, and something is, to be honest with you, even looking at the picture, I've never seen this. I don't even know how to describe this. Like, she looks fine, but at the same time, like, I'm starting to think she fell asleep with like certain napkins on her area or areas. You know what I mean? Like, for some reason, her knees are really tanned, and then her shin is like, I don't know, white as a ghost, and then her one arm is really tanned and the other one's not. And it just, something's not mixing right here. I don't know. It doesn't, no. But, in her profile it says, I'm a kind and honest, comma. I guess she should have put person in there, but okay. Looking for my life partner. So don't waste my time and yours. If you are not serious and not ready emotionally and mentally to go into a real relationship with respect, commitment, and responsibility. That's it. It's just a period. Like, again, the punctuation is, there's no way she's from here. And then it says, thanks for understanding. Oh, the irony. But anyways, so then I end up somehow getting her number. Go figure. Sometimes you dribble and you shoot, right? And then, yeah, we were just talking about how much of a waste of a time really online dating is. And then she even broke it down. She said it's 50% fake profiles, 40% silly people. I'm looking for 10% if I find. LOL. I think she's being even kind with 10%. I would say more like 1 to 2% tops. And I'm like, well, like, how about a date first, and I'm like, well, good luck finding that specific person. I'm like, scammers are crazy on here. But she said, yes, but they can't do anything if we find out they are scammers. That is true. They are not that smart. That's true. And I go, exactly, you seem pretty funny. Actually, no, correction. Sorry, I didn't get her number. I was just having a good conversation with her. So far, it didn't seem like a scam. Maybe it is. I don't know. Like, who the fuck knows? Like I said, this picture like throws me off, and I even forgot if I text her or not. And this is how dizzy this online dating thing can get. But anyways, the point is, she's like, I'm not interested in sharing numbers, but thanks. And I go, I thought so, no worries. So again, you never know. But at the same time, like I'm going back to the picture thing, ladies and gentlemen. It's really, like, it's almost like she, it's almost like taking a woman from Sicily and combining her, from like with a woman from Iceland. It just like, it's like the skin is like melded together. Like it's weird. I don't know. Like, again, I'm not judging the way she looks. It just, the picture looks fake as fuck. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. She may or may not be on a golf course. I don't know. I don't see any golf clubs. I don't think you can golf with a skirt like that. But the point is, if it doesn't look right, it probably isn't. So no worries there. And a lot of scammers, yeah, they don't give you their numbers anyway because they want to keep you online. Obviously, they don't want a paper trail. So again, who knows? Who cares? The point is, if you smell something funny, move on. But it is weird though. I mean, like it looks like her knees spent like 2 weeks in Miami, and then like her shins look like they vacationed in Ireland. Fuck it. Anyways, so I'm talking to this one woman here. And what's funny is, like, I looked at the picture, and like most of her pictures, she's covered in, the mask, the COVID. That never gets old. And then I look even more carefully, and like I thought at one point she was wearing a robe. She's actually wearing, like, in her main profile picture, she's wearing a hospital gown. And then I'm like, oh shit, there's the bracelet there, that all that. And I'm like, oh shit, what am I into here? And then she said with a lot of emojis before, I don't recognize like half these flags, but anyways, one of them is a broken heart, and might be one of those like doctor's stethoscopes, whatever. Fuck, who knows? It makes sense with the robe, I guess. Middle-aged cat lady with multiple sclerosis. Academic nerd. Make of lucky stars. Reader of everything. I love animals more than people. Entirely self-reliant and disinterested in your money or status within your job. Okay, a couple questions so far, but I've definitely heard worse. We all know that. I have self-esteem and a love of life. So no, I'm not interested in smash and dash culture. And please stop asking how long I have. My friends are horrified with the self-centered odyssey. She put up an emoji here. It looks like LOL, but like the two L's are like indented inside. So I'm not sure it's supposed to be like an O face, like Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone, or like a vagina. I don't know. Well, actually, according to the next line here, I think that might answer the question. Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. I am not submissive. It's a caller, no secret message intended. Also, FTR. What the fuck is FTR? Okay, well, thank you, Google. FTR, standing for fuck the rest. Okay, it also is something about some wrestling partners or something. Okay. Maybe it's an L. Is it an L? No, it's definitely an F. Yeah. Alrighty. Telling women your fave BDSM thing is orgasm denial is entirely not appealing. XD. Okay, I completely forgot what BDSM stands for. Let's see, BDSM. All right, this is turning out to be an educational thing. Okay. BDSM is a variety of often erotic practices or role-playing involving bondage, discipline, dominance, and submission. Sodomization and other related. Okay. All right. So, listen, a woman with father issues. This is no news to me. Okay. XD. I mean, XO is like hugs and kisses. Maybe the D is for dominance. But again, she has pictures like she's covered again in the hoodie, the mask. That doesn't help. Paper stars. Yeah. Oh, I remember we used to make those in like grade 5, but I don't know, we kind of grew out of it. I'm a sucker for teddy bear men, big and scary, in quotations, outside, sweet and caring on the outside. Okay, well, all right. I don't know. So far, so good, I guess. All I ask is that you are honest. That's true. Honesty is key. So, again, there's a lot of things to soak in here. Is it worth it? The point is, you have to use your best judgment, ladies and gentlemen. So, who knows? But again, the emphasis on taking a very clear picture of yourself. I mean, she put one picture up there. It's just her face. Again, I'm tired of, watching like the online dating version of Futurama. Please take a picture of, at least from the waist up. You know what I mean? Like, let's get an idea of what we're working with, okay? Ladies, I get it. We're all, a little chubby sometimes. Maybe we don't want to show the whole thing there. Listen, I understand. But at the same time, it's online. You got to be a little bit more, open. You know what I mean? I'm not asking you to spread eagle here. I'm just saying spread your wings. That was terrible. But the point is, show what you'll look like, okay? Again, recent picture, okay? We all know this shit. But at the same time, if you're into freaky shit, just let people know, I guess. I don't know. Me personally, I'm not. Some people got a foot fetish. I'm happy if a woman has feet. But, yeah, whatever, man. Whatever floats your boat. So, who knows? What? Here's an oldie but a goodie, but I'm sure, you do the online dating thing, this probably happens more often than you think. Some people acknowledge it, some people don't. Apparently, I was talking to this woman, seemed like we had a good little thing here, and I think the reason why is because we spoke before, and then she said, I think we have already chatted long ago. I'm like, all right, let's, in my head, I'm like, let's just carry on where we left off, I guess, and she's like, it's reality. I'm like, no shit. I'm like, yeah, I could see that, so I'm like, okay, well, what makes you happy, Question mark, nothing. And then she's like, since I realized we have chatted some other time long ago, there is no need to start again. Good luck. With your search. And I said, yeah, there is. Why not? Let's carry this on, She says, my circumstance is different, though. It's not the same as the experience from other chats. All right. Mine is that we have chatted before, but nothing came out of it based on things in common or what either is searching for, so no use waste either of our time a second time with the same time. Wow. And then just to fuck with her, I said, I disagree, LOL. And then I never heard back from her. But at this point, I'm like, I don't care. But yeah, that happens, sometimes. And yeah, listen, I'm not trying to be a dick here. I can't remember everybody I talked to. I can't. Did I talk to this person? There's a very good possibility. She has a weird name. I don't know if that's a nickname or, I don't know. It rhymes with Nelly, but it's not Nelly. The point is, yeah, it'll happen, folks. What are you gonna do? Okay, let's just have some fun, and we don't connect with someone. What are you gonna do? You're gonna run into them again, and then no connection again. So. I'm sure I'll talk to her in another 6 months, and we'll keep this circle of life going, huh? All right. Hazen Henya gonna talk to her again. As Tony Soprano would say, the circle jerk of life. But life goes on, huh? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So I was talking to another woman because, I love self-torture. And thanks to COVID, I've rediscovered my love of picnics. All right, I never understood picnics. I'll be honest. I did it one time when I was a kid, and it fucking started raining. But then again, it was a picnic just behind my house, and it was on a bench, and I didn't feel like going to the park. That was 5 minutes away. The point is, I think it was bullshit. I'm an educated and funny curvy lady looking for an intelligent, witty, and open man with a great smile for dating. In brackets, maybe more! Exclamation mark. Nerdy is a plus. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if we don't have a connection here, then I'm just going to give up. And then she goes on here. She's like, the worst job I've ever had was server in a hospitality department of a performing arts center. The manager was a nightmare. But why was this person a nightmare? I mean, I don't know. I never, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna get some shit for this, but I've worked in many aspects of restaurants. I've dealt with servers. For the most part, you guys have the easiest job in the place. Okay, I mean, someone gives you food, you hand them the food. I get it. You gotta take people's shit and all that. I get that, but overall, it's not a hard job. It's not that hard. Like, it's not as bad as being a chef or cleaner, bartender, security. Just stop it. Stop it. It's not that bad of a job. I mean, I talked to this person for a little bit. Chances are it was your fault. The secret to a good life is, can't wait for this, laughter. It moves you through good and bad. Bullshit. It's actually money. Not that money is everything, but especially if you're gonna rent in Toronto, holy shit. What's the average? What, 2,500? Holy fuck. No, so you can't pay your landlord in hugs. The most useless talent I have is naming capitals of countries. I don't know them all, but what I do know is pretty grand. That is stupid. The last song I sang out loud was some group I never heard of. It just kind of goes on here. And again, what's really weird is, and let me put this, again, going back to the pictures, the whole theme of this podcast is basically pictures. Let's just, let's wrap it up today, right? But, she puts one picture up in her main profile. It's black and white. Okay, it's just her face, and she is literally smiling like the Joker. Like, it just shows her face. It doesn't really show her hair. It's like almost just like an outline of her face. Then her next picture. Now, correct me if I'm wrong here. Now, I've heard black don't crack, but it almost seems like this is an old high school picture of her. It shows her in like what appears to be a science lab. I can tell she looks way young. I mean, it looks like the difference of. I think I broke the old record. Before it was a 19-year-old picture. I think this one might be. Well, let's see the age here. Hold on. It could be. Yeah. I mean, assuming this is a high school picture, let's assume she's even, let's say 17, 18 in this picture. Yeah, it could be like a difference of 23, 24 years. Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, I think we have a record. All right, there you go. For some reason, she's she's allowed to drink Sprite while she's in science class doing something. I don't know. I've always said this, and again, I'm going to get some shit for saying this. I say that a lot, but it's just the way my life is. I've always believed, ever since I saw that scene in Pulp Fiction, where Samuel Jackson is eating the guy's burger, and like he goes like, "What is this?" and he says Sprite, and I still say to this day, Sprite is directly directly trying to be sold to black people. You know, and even if you look at even the bottle she's holding, now it may not be that bottle, but years after, you know, they put like the little holes, you know, where you're supposed to hold the part of the bottle where it's curved. They put little holes in there. And again, maybe I'm overthinking this shit. I'm going to get some shit for saying this. I can't be the only person to say this. But it's almost like a basketball. Now, listen, a lot of people, you know what? I don't even have to say what the follow-up is there. The point is, Samuel Jackson is drinking Sprite. She's drinking Sprite. It's a whole fucking thing there. If anything, it's funny because it matches the emergency sign that she has. You know the stations where it's like, oh, wash your eyes if you know you get some acid or you know, some Sprite in your eyes while you're performing surgery on a toad, whatever. And then she has one more picture. It looks like more her recent picture, except it's not black and white. Again, just her face. Literally half her hair. I'm assuming it's her real hair. I mean, I'm just being honest. It's happened with me with white chicks too. You know, like it looks. I mean, one of them had to tell me it was fake. The other one said, you know, she got like plugs. It looked like the top of Barbie's head. I mean, the person did a horrible job. The point is, her face is half covered. So again, ladies and gentlemen, it's. Yeah, just show your face, man. Like, I get it. Like, and she looks tired, and she looks like, you know, how I look like after 27 episodes of this shit. But, you know, just I talked to her for a little bit, and she seemed to have like kind of an attitude that matched her pictures as well. Very, you know, just down and just angry. And I'm just, you know, trying to talk to her, and you know, I'll be honest with you, I'm being a little sarcastic with my answers too, because, you know, I know she's, you know, got a little bit of a mood on her, you know, and like, again, I don't know how she sounds. I can only tell through text, and, you know, I would say something, and I'm sure like her tone is kind of like, what's that supposed to mean? You know, shit like that. And it's, you know, you got to go online with an open attitude. And I get it. Like, I don't have that a lot too, but at the same time, you know, you gotta try harder, ladies and gentlemen. But it's, you know, like two things I've learned in life. Well, three things actually. One, you know, have a good picture when you're presenting yourself online. At least one that's recent, you know, not from, you know, Degrassi High. Two, Samuel Jackson kicks ass. And three, you got to have patience to do this online shit. You know, don't come across as angry. Just kind of try to go with the flow here. Okay, so, you know, it's, fuck it. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another thrilling episode of Computer Love, part 27.
Sentence.
Sprite.
Sprite, good. You mind if I have some of your tasty beverage to wash this down?
Go right ahead.
That hit the spot. You, flock of seagulls. You know why we're here? Why don't you tell my man Vincent where you got your shit hid at?
It's over there.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.